Hey guys, what is happening? Nick and I would like to say a massive thank you for coming and hanging out and spending a little bit of time with us tonight to hear about the Juice Plus business and what it's doing in our lives and how we're actually able to fit this around our full-time employment. We're super stoked to spend this time with you, so I'm going to get into it and kick straight over to Nick. And hey Nick, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and how Juice Plus came to be in your life, mate?
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, for myself, I've been on the product for about 6 months now. Working construction as a construction manager. Go to the gym, eat quite healthy. Always looking for the edge, trying to actually improve myself, physically, mentally, and also sustainably is actually make it through the day. I started the product probably, like I said, 6 months ago. And from that, I've just had the two main things that have just hit me big time. One was the energy. So pretty much, as you train as well, train at 5 a.m. in the morning on site, before 7, get to 10 o'clock and boom, just kind of hit a wall.
Yeah.
Felt flat, tired, what it's like. And it was just really kind of struggling. Then it came lunchtime and then kind of possibly feel a bit flat around 3, 4 o'clock again. And me, a coffee drinker, I'd probably end up smashing 4 or 5 coffees during the day. So for me, it was getting that energy. So I noticed that probably 3 weeks in, and then had that energy just to push through that 10 o'clock, no dramas, had lunch, no dramas, and push through. Now it's 7:45 at night, and I feel fine. I've been up since 4:10. So
awesome.
that was one of the main things. The second one was definitely my sleep. I've always been a light sleeper. I've always kind of been having interrupted sleep. And then I don't know, it was quicker for me with the sleep. I think it would have been a week, even 2 weeks in. Just the product, all the nutrition within it. I must have been not getting enough of it. I thought I did, but clearly not. And just with that Whole Foods, it's just your body recovers overnight. I just slept amazing all the way through. I'd wake up now and then, but I'd just be asleep straight away. And then getting up at 4:10, not a drama. And then just again, push through the day. So for me, those two things, they really hit me. And I was just sharing that, I was pretty much just sharing how good the product was for myself. A lot of people have different testimonials regarding, all these different things that affects them. But for me, it was just the energy and the sleep. I didn't really find out about the business till about 3 months into the product when I kind of asked a few questions and went, oh, this is pretty cool. What are you up to? Just a few different people. And got involved and just looked at it and went, one, you're helping yourself with all the nutrition and amazing whole food product. And then 2, the business sharing it. The business has got amazing values within the company. And as you see, we've been to Perth and had a lot of information, I guess, from the conference about the business.
Yeah.
The way they support, the way they support communities and help other people. It's just amazing. And that's in line with me and my values. So that's one of the huge things that I was just attracted to. And just being able to support people, help people. And then also, when I'm not a professional in nutrition or a PT, but I can point people in the right direction. As you know, within the business, there's nutritionalists, PTs, even doctors involved.
Yeah.
So there's always ways that we can source out information to be able to either pass information on or point them in the right direction for that support. So for me, it's just an amazing thing. And I've been loving it, ever since I've started the business 3 months ago.
That's awesome to hear.
So that's my story and the way I got in it. So Dave, how long have you been in it and what have you got out of the whole business and the products?
Yeah, so I've been in the business a little bit longer. I've been in the business about 12 to 14 months now. And for me, I started the product and the business at the same time. I'd been on my own health journey for a few years. I've actually been trying to put on weight. And in the last 3 to 4 years, I've actually put on about 12 kilos. But in the process of doing that, I'd really stuffed up my digestion, right? I was drinking copious amounts of milk and protein and pre-workout and intra-workout and heaps of carbs and just heaps of stuff to try and put on weight. But what I'd done is I just ruined my digestion. I was constantly bloated. It just wasn't working as efficiently as it should. And I'd started to kind of, look for a way that I could better support my body. And that's when the Juice Plus products came into my life. And they make complete sense, like vegan products, non-GMO, all those kind of things. We know that is what our body really is going to thrive on. And so when I heard that there was also a business that worked, side by side with the products, I really got excited. I'd been looking for a way to earn a little bit of like a side hustle income without having to work every Saturday or longer hours on site. See, I'm like Nick, I'm in the construction industry. And after your 10-hour day, the last thing you want to do is spend a couple more hours flogging yourself on site. So I was super stoked that I was like Nick said, getting paid to share with people, encourage people in their own fitness journeys, and the way that we get to do that with people so freely and so honestly is amazing. And our company supports us in that, not only with great products, but also its own great vision like Nick shared. So those things all came together for me, and it just made complete sense. And within the 12 to 14 months I've been involved in the business, to say that it's started to change my life would be an understatement. And I'm so stoked for where this business is taking me. But speaking about vision and where this is taking us, like Nick, how about you share with us, where do you see this business going for you, like, and growing and becoming part of your life?
Yeah. So for myself, like myself and Dave in the construction industry, like we're just there kind of slaving away. We work for someone. I know, Dave, you got your own business, but again, you subby to other people, so you work for other people as well. Yeah. Just for me in the management role, like you've got people above you, below you. You're always just chasing things up. Unfortunately, sometimes you've got to be quite hard on people. And as a person, my personality, that's not really me. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't thrive off it. But helping people, I do. I really want to help people. I get that feeling, and that's what I've always been missing in my life. And this business gives me that platform to do that. So ideally, like in 2 to 3 years, I'd love to do this full time, and that's going to be the goal. So that's for me to just continue to do this part time, and just focus on. Again, I'm a focused person. I'm always going to concentrate on my full-time job and give it all. But also on the side, early in the mornings and like we're doing right now at like 10 to 8 at night, talking about it, sharing it, and working on ourselves as well. Just to improve ourselves with all that. So definitely for me, it'd be 2 to 3 years full-time, share it. And we've seen people within the business just, 3 to 4 years just make amazing money, have an amazing lifestyle, and then really genuine people just sharing this product and just helping people, and it's amazing. And that's for myself. That's definitely for me. For yourself, Dave, like I see, we were at the conference at Perth, and suddenly you jet off to Bali, for a little while. Like, so what's your vision? Like, it seems like you love travel so much that it kind of fits in quite well.
Yeah, it definitely does. And you're right. Like, being my own boss per se, owning my own business, I do have a little bit more flexibility to travel a bit more freely. And yeah, for me, my vision with this business is to build it to a point that I can then replace my income as a self-employed person and do this full time while I travel. For me, travel is such a massive part of my life. I love going and entrenching myself in other cultures and learning about people. And just spending time with new and different people. It's such a value-adding thing for me to do. And the fact that, in the meantime, I can work this around my full-time employment to a point that I can do that full-time and travel, it just gets me so amped for what the future is going to do, like where I'm going to end up in the world. It may be Australia, it might be somewhere else in the world. And that's freaking exciting. Like, I can't wait for that day that actually comes to fruition. I've given myself a goal. The end of 2020 the start of 2020 is when I want to retire my carpentry business and do this full time. So it's exciting times ahead. But as Nick has shared, like, our company supports us in all of those things. And so it's not like we're going at it alone.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah.
Like you said, Dave, like, you were just chatting before, and you were saying, like, you'd love to go and volunteer somewhere overseas and help communities. Like, being able to do that's amazing within a business, and you're still getting paid for sharing things.
Yeah.
Also be able to help others, it's awesome.
And how good is it that you don't actually have to worry about money? Like, the biggest thing for me when I go away being self-employed is that I don't get paid for my holidays, and you're always worrying about the money you're spending and what you're missing out at back home. But the great thing about this business is, like, as long as you got your phone or your iPad or your laptop or whatever it is, you can be like checking in and just, catching up with people, encouraging people, and earning money wherever it might be in the world. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like when you say that, like I'm excited to be able to, I work for a company, so I've got a limited amount of holidays. So I have to be back at a certain time, and you're back and slaving away again. But being able to travel and have the opportunity not to really have an end date, to kind of cruise around, and if you want to go to a different place, go to a different place, it'd be so amazing to be able to do that.
Where would your first holiday be? If you could just book a holiday once you finish up with work, where's the first place in the world you're going to go to?
Oh, wow. To be honest with you, I would like to just get a camper van.
Yeah.
Cruise down Tasmania.
Yep.
Just do a road trip for like 3 weeks.
Like the old hashtag van life, hey?
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Just crack on with that. Just go down, like do a few hikes, just do whatever. It'd be awesome, I reckon.
Yeah, nice. I love it.
What about yourself?
Well, I reckon first stop for me is probably going to be going north and going up to Japan. I've always wanted to check out like that crazy place. Like, you see photos, I've never been there before, but you see photos and things and movies, and it looks like it's crazy, but like got some cool places, and the snow's really good. So I wouldn't mind going and just checking out what Japan's all about.
I could tell you some stories, but I'll tell you some stories about it. I won't do it on here.
We'll save them for afterwards. But hey, guys, we just want to say a massive thanks for hanging out with us tonight. As you can see, like Nick and I, we love this business. The great thing is we've only met not too long ago, and it already feels like we're brothers. And we've got this business and this community behind us, amazing team of people around us as well. So if one of us has sent this video to you, reach out and tell us what you loved about it. If someone else has sent it to you, likewise, do the same thing, because we're super stoked to have a bunch of awesome people around us, and for that to be you potentially in the future, that'd be super encouraging. So from us, until next time, it's been great hanging out with you, and we look forward to getting to spend some time with you in the future. Catch ya.
Cheers. See you guys.